What up, family? Welcome to the Sports Coma special video we dropping entitled, is the Saints defense a top 10 defense this year? We'll break it down here on the show. Only the Sports Coma man. So I invite y'all to, if you never heard of the Sports Coma, we are 100% real Saints talk to the max. You heard me? The topic of this video we're going to be talking about is the Saints a top 10 defense. Feel free to like and subscribe and share the show on the stream. Here we go. The statistics of the past season, you'll notice that the Saints, well, they need improvement. As far as the rushing attack was concerned, they were top 5. Fourth in the NFL, to be accurate, holding teams at just 91.3. That is astounding, which lets you know the Saints' strength on defense is the defensive interior. They are hard to run against, and I'm very proud of that fact. You look at the passing, the defensive backfield is not so good. 22nd ranked in the NFL, 262.6, not very good. So you're looking at toward the back end in the NFL, that has to improve. But overall, they're 11th ranked in the NFL, 333.1 in yards surrendering by the defense. Now that was good enough to help the Saints get to a 13-3 mark last year. But of course, all that stopped once the Saints had, as we know, all that just stopped. So, I mean, we have to be able to figure out, can the team become a top 10 team moving forward? And I would have to say that they can, based upon a lot of the measures the Saints have to improve on the team that they had last year. Case in point, the fact that the Saints, the first thing they did was then read up with the defensive lineman David Onyemata, gave him a fat contract to come back, when a lot of people, including myself, thought that he would ultimately be a guy that the Saints would end. Now, he gave the Saints a 3-year deal worth $27 million, $18 million guaranteed of the money to bring back David Onyemata, who is an absolute wildebeest on the inside of the Saints line, along with Sheldon Rankins, along with Shai Tuttle, Taylor Stallworth, Mario Edwards Jr., and the rest of the interior linemen are really robust. That explains the fact that they are ranking and holding people down and running the ball. Now, if you look at the backfield, there's much to be desired there. As the team did re-up with Janoris Jenkins, they reworked his deal. They brought in another Jenkins in form of St. Malcolm Jenkins to the fray as well, and bringing him in, which gives the Saints a needed pair of veteran eyes, who I interpret will probably end up being on the level of what Darren Sharper was to the Saints his first year coming to New Orleans. I would dare say that Malcolm Jenkins could be a guy that could really step up and do some great things, and also really help young guys on the back end of the defense show up too. And I'm thinking about Marcus Williams when I tell you about this. That's right. I really think Malcolm Jenkins will help Marcus Williams be the best that you've ever seen him be, which he's been productive. That's one thing you can't take away from Marcus Williams. But boy, when he makes mistakes, he makes some doozies. And that wasn't all the Saints did in terms of adding defensive players. They also turned around and brought back quite a few guys like Justin Hardy, XFL defensive back Dietrich Nichols, who's a playmaker, kind of undersized but has a knack for the ball. They went into the draft and picked up Zach Bowen, the linebacker from Wisconsin, in the draft, and they're anticipating adding his youth, his speed, his athleticism to the core with a healthy Alex Anzalone and a healthy Caden Ellis returning. Look for the Saints to really step it up. Also, I like the undrafted additions of guys like Joe Bacci and the rest on defense. So that's really big and understood. The team also into bringing a new defensive lineman. Marcus Huntley comes over from the Colts, among other teams, and they're expecting him to be a big addition to help out. But guys like Malcolm Roach, undrafted guys, to help fulfill the push forward. So this is a big question of, can the Saints defense continue to step it up, as it were, and move forward into elite status? Well, we know the interior of the Saints are now allowing you to run up against them, but the passing has to improve. Marshawn Lattimore gets more experience in the Saints system. Janoris Jenkins gets more experience. Hopefully Chauncey Gardner-Johnson takes on a slot position, which we've seen a lot of him lately. I really like that kid. I think he's fantastic. And then guys like DJ Swearinger, who returned to reinforce guys like Malcolm Jenkins to bring more of that veteran leadership to the back end of the defense. So you've seen one of the biggest acquisitions on the Saints defense was the signing of Malcolm Jenkins, who gives those eyes. He's still very productive back there, could help out a lot of young guys in the secondary. Very big for the Saints in that effect. The only thing I would wish that the Saints did add, because you can of course use Bond in the situational pass rush role, where if you have Davenport, or you go to the NASCAR package where you can kick Cam Jordan inside and, of course, move him inside, then you can move Davenport to one edge and you can then put Bond on the other side, and Sheldon Ricketts or Yamato, whoever's the other guy is going to be, and let them have at it. Also, Malcolm Brown is on the interior of that defensive line as well. So a lot of big movements in terms of keeping the Saints defense. But overall, a few additions: Malcolm Jenkins, the re-signing of Janoris Jenkins as well, a few little additives into it with the undrafted guys coming aboard. Is it enough? That's the question. Is it enough to help the Saints defense get to that next level? The issue is, in my opinion, still left to be addressed, is that we can definitely use another veteran, a cornerback that's out there. Logan Ryan is out there, and a few other veteran cornerbacks that can help you on this team. And then as far as the edge rusher concerned, there are several edge rushers, intriguing prospects, being that the Saints have released Larry Warford. They've freed out some capital now where they can perhaps go after an edge rusher. And my favorite is a guy like Everson Griffin. Perhaps we can go get Everson Griffin, or Marcus Golden, or Clay Matthews, or some veteran who you can sit opposite of Cam Jordan, who can take the pressure off of Davenport, who can then sink back into a situational pass rush role, and you can kind of move him in slowly, being that he's coming off of 2 seasons worth of injuries. Everson Griffin will be the best defensive end, most complete defensive end that Cam Jordan ever played with. And since Peyton loves to pilfer Minnesota Vikings players, I think Everson Griffin could be an addition. So what do you guys think? Do you think the Saints have a top 10 defense? If you do, hit the comment section. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the Saints prospects of being a top 10 defense. I think they are a top 10 defense. They can clean up some miscues in the back end, get more production, avoid the injury bug, and make some smart signings before the season, preferably another veteran edge rusher and perhaps another cornerback before the season starts, and you can definitely put them over the top as far as the top 10. I'm Big Q. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share the video, and join the Great Saints Think Tank. Who that take?